friends, it's Marla with Cain, coming to you from the Rose Room. First time I've ever done a video in the Rose Room. I'll do some more pop in little shots of the good areas, and we'll ignore this mountain of stuff that's in progress right here in the middle of the room, because y'all, Lord knows I try to get things sorted out, but I'm working with a deficit here. I am probably about 6 or 7 years behind in my health. And you know, add that to my tendency to clutter up and collect a little more than a person should anyway. And there you go. So if nothing else, maybe y'all seeing glimpses into my home will make you feel better as a person, more accomplished, better. I don't know. All right. So this is Thursday evening. Sue often has appointments on Monday mornings, Tuesday mornings, Thursday mornings, just hit and miss. This week we did Monday and Thursday. And as I've said before, hey, you know, I need to rename this channel. Brought to you by Eleanor Sue Cain, who funds, sponsors, and blesses the video content maker, Miss Marla here. She's really spry for a lady on a rollator. She can beat me to the checkout and pay for my stuff before I know what's happening. I'm really not sure how that happens, but she does it often, practically every time we thrift. She just pays for mine too, and she needs a star in her crown for that, because, you know, she says, but you haul me around everywhere. I said, yeah, but I would do that whether you buy my thrift stuff or not. Anyway, it's extra nice. Now, I got some things going on here that it's a work in progress. I'm not sure if I'm loving this, because the two pictures on the sides are not the same. One's portrait, one's landscape. And that's, I don't have to be a super symmetric decorator, but sometimes that bothers me. Sometimes that bugs me. But actually, this is a paint by number that I did. It's one of the very first paint by numbers that I did last winter. I felt very bad last winter. I was nigh unto death. I did not feel well enough to get out and do anything. But you know what I enjoyed? I enjoyed paint by numbers. I probably did 12. I don't know. I need to count up how many I've done. I've done a bunch. But I found it so enjoyable. And it didn't take a lot of energy. And I could just quietly, you know, I could listen to my stuff on YouTube, have my little YouTube going, and listen to stories, or watch my decorator, crafter people that I love so much on YouTube, and I could just watch them, and I could do this, and my family could be doing all manner of crazy all around me, and I could enjoy my paint by number. And so I realize it's not really art. I realize it's not true art. I understand this, but it's pretty darn good for a paint by number. I mean, I enjoy it, and I have them several places in my home, and I will maybe be doing the little pop-up images of, you know, all the different ones, because I can spot 2 or 3 just from where I sit right now. So what I had forgotten the other day was to include, and my sister Lisa. Have we talked about Lisa? We need to talk about Lisa. Lisa Grace, my sister. For one thing, she spells her name totally differently. Well, she didn't do it. My mama did it. L-E-I-S-A. And in my brain, that's a totally different name than L-I-S-A. I don't know how it is, but it just is. So, Lisa is my partner at so many things. And one of the things we do together is we share a booth at the Royal Roosters Vintage Market. What is it? Trading Post, Vintage Market, Antique Mall. It's a lot of stuff in there, and it's a great place. And we share a booth, and we get into a lot of things. But she's on it. She's a better scouter, thrifter, planner, watches all the online auctions and all that stuff, because she's also an eBayer, and she does that as a source of her income, and has for decades. So, yeah, she knows a lot about dishware. If you need to know something about dishware, she's your girl. Okay, she found some stuff for me that I had not yet featured, and I am in love. Pretty sure my daddy had a blue one that he took to work every living day. And my mother packed his sandwiches and such. That's so precious. Okay, as if that wasn't great enough. Lisa, my sister Lisa, oh, and she said she ended up getting these for maybe a couple of dollars each. How do you do this? Your magic ways. And she also found thermos brand, vintage thermos. This is going to look so cute grouped together with my plaid one. I have a plaid one. And then recently, if you recall, I found a solid green, very chippy, rusty, beat up looking Aladdin Stanley. They're going to be so cute together. And I can't wait to put them together. So thank you, Lisa, for this. Thank you so much. And Lisa, I was not just in an alternate state of consciousness when I said I really do want us to do a girls' vacation after Christmas. I'm excited about it. I keep thinking about it. We're gonna have to escape somewhere that there's a beach with hammocks and some warm summer breeze going on, even if it's February. Whenever we go, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Okay. Another thing that I have been forgetting to do is to show some of the treasures that I get from Royal Roosters, where my booth is. They have a great online presence, a great Facebook. Was that a slip of the tongue? You know, Facebook sometimes can, and who among us, except maybe me, I sometimes show all my terrible places that you don't need to see in public and say things that maybe would be better off not said in public. Okay, that's fine. But for the most part, we all put our best face forward for Facebook. I can't even say it now. I'm trying to say, I've never even called it Facebook, but that came out like a subconscious slip. Anyway, Royal Roosters does great things online. They have auctions, you know, a post that has maybe 250 photos that you can bid. I think it's supposed to be 200 photos, can't remember. But we vendors can submit our photos and have a little card of information, and you bid and all that stuff. So not only do I put items in there for sale, I sometimes score some really good things. What is this? What is this? This might have actually come, I think it did, from a live sale, which means they're walking through the store and they're going booth by booth and they're saying, this booth has this. And as you're watching, you're commenting and you're saying, hey, I want that. Or maybe 6 or 7 ladies are going, hey, I want that. And whoever's comment appears first, they get to have it. So this is adorable. And I first got it thinking that Olivia Grace, my daughter, who has a precious little business called Olive and Pine Crafting. Well, she is so good at what she does. She makes the prettiest things, customized with designs and names. I was thinking she might do that, but I think it might be old. Whether it's old or not, it looks very chippy. I just loved it for, I don't know what I'll do with it, but I loved it. And I think I, $5 maybe for that, $4. I really don't remember. And the other thing that I got recently from the Royal Roosters live store tour. Oh, it's so cute. This has all the Shirley Temple in Heidi. Has all the Heidi vibes to me. It's so heavy, it's pottery, and it's made this way. I'm not pretty sure of anything. I guess it's reproduction. I don't know if it's new, if it's old. Look at this adorable, sweet little cow. The curl on its head. Why does that make me laugh? That the cow has a little curly curl on top of its head. And the bell is so good. And it has some natural crazing, I don't know, on purpose crazing. See those little bitty crackly things? That's a great thing to me. You know, you're supposed to list imperfections, and I always take offense to people having to list crazing as an imperfection. I love the way crazing looks on a dish, on a platter, on a cow bowl. I think they're adorable. Okay, so I think that gets me caught up from things that I have forgotten to mention from other sources and other things. But let's see, what can I do with these? No, it's a mountain in here. All right, don't want to cause anything to fall down or have a catastrophe. All right, when I thrift, I am interested in clothes about 5% or 3%. Very little interest in thrifting for clothes. A little bit, tiny bit of interest, but it practically has to be on the end of a rack, and it just has to reach out and slap me for me to see it. And you know, hey, I'm wearing one of my things. It's so comfortable. See, this kind of stuff, I love it all day long. Okay, so I did run by the Second Chance thrift store, and this, I don't know, this looks like a boutique brand, Pink Rose, but it's a maxi dress. And even though it's short sleeved, here's my thought, here's my thinking on this thing. It looks like really good fall colors, and I can totally see myself pairing this up with a cardigan or a little chambray kind of cover up, throw, whatever. Anyway, it was making me have fall feelings, and so I don't like to skip fall. I love Christmas, and I will leave my Christmas tree up. I put it up after Thanksgiving, but I'll leave it up sometimes till the middle of January because I'm not tired of it yet because I don't put it up before Thanksgiving. But I don't want to skip Thanksgiving because fall is just about my favorite season. I love the colors of fall. I love the decor of fall. I don't want to skip it. One year, now Ben's family, his extended, you know, like his brothers and sisters, he didn't have any sisters, his brothers and their wives and everybody, they've always come to our house for our family Thanksgiving on his side. And one year I had my Christmas trees up before Thanksgiving, and I thought I would be so excited about that. But you know what? I felt so weird. That whole Thanksgiving, we were having Thanksgiving food with the Christmas tree just peering at us from the corners, 2 or 3 Christmas trees. And I thought I would love it, and I didn't love it. So I've never done it again. And that was probably like 10 years ago. I was like, as much as I love Christmas, I'm going to have to wait it out and allow Christmas to come. And if you go early, that's fine. Olivia, my sweet daughter Olivia, just put up her tree with all her Christmas Village stuff and everything, and it's gorgeous. It's fine if you do, but for me, I don't want to skip my Thanksgiving decor. I like it. I like it to be up on the day when we're having Thanksgiving. I want to see the pumpkins. I want to see all the fall colors. I want to see all my autumn decor while we're having Thanksgiving dinner. I just got to do it. I got to see it. That's just me. Okay, the other little garment thing that I got was Liz Claiborne woman. And you know, I realized it's bright, it's loud, it's crazy, but it's thin cotton, and I love it. And if I mean, I'll probably wear it this winter because, you know, this is Alabama. We'll probably have some 75, 80 degree days smacked up in here before we come back to spring. So, and it's got the little tabs where you can roll up the sleeves, which is exactly what I got going on here right now. Okay, and that was also from Second Chance thrift store downtown Albertville. And I don't know if I've done a video in a hat before, but I wear hats sometimes, and it's usually because I am too darn lazy to fix my hair. What has happened to me? I used to spend hours fixing my hair and was happy to do it. I was happy fixing my hair. I don't know, maybe I just need a whole new haircut, a whole new hair color. Maybe I just need something to refresh my interest. But right now it's just like I got better things to do. Hat. So I found another hat, which is not buffalo plaid. It is, but it's brand new. Still has the Walmart Time and True tag on it, and I paid $2. And it's still got the stuff in it. Oh, I didn't even notice it's got this little leathery band on the back. That's cute. So I actually have a buffalo plaid one already. I have this one that's kind of like tweed. I have another tan one that's not, that's less wintry, but this is kind of like a wintry fabric in my opinion. So I thought this would be fun to wear all through Christmas, and even you could even wear it after Christmas. Okay, move on, girl. All right, I don't collect Tupperware, but you know, I've mentioned Royal Roosters before, and there's some ladies that love them some Tupperware over there, and so I feel like this will be a hit. $5 for a complete 3-piece set that has all the matching lids and everything, and I'm going to call that 1975 red, because it's almost orange, but it's still red, but it's almost orange. So anyway, I paid $5 for it. So if anybody from Royal Roosters is watching me, I'm not going to worry about the fact that they know I paid $5 and then I'm going to turn around and sell it. This is what we do. We all do it. I don't have a booth just because I'm bored. I have a booth because I enjoy making a little bit of profit and turning over some of my finds and my treasures and sharing those treasures with others. But where I'm not running a charity in that direction, that's not the point. So yeah, it's okay if people see me mark that up. I even think $10 for a set of these would still be a fantastic price point for the 3. And they're very vintage and they're perfect. They're absolutely perfect. You know, sometimes old Tupperware looks kind of like it's yellowed or gotten brittle or something. Yeah, these are perfect. These are perfect. Okay, well, what's next? All right, I don't even know. Maybe I should know. Maybe I should have before I bought it, but I paid $2 because it does. I noticed there's a word on here somewhere. Oh, liqueur. Maybe liquor came in this. Made and bottled in Serrano, Italy. Well, I just think it's adorable. And I like having red kinds of things. It's a very, very vintagey looking. Not sure if it truly is vintage or what. But I love the graphics on it. I just think it's cute. Whether it's vintage or not, I like it. I'm going to be using it somewhere around in my kitchenish area in the Christmas season because I think it's cute. Okay. Well, how you like this little Hobby Lobby-ish looking thing? Is it Hobby Lobby? I can't tell. Holiday Time. Who does Holiday Time? Walmart? This is actually raised up. It's wood. And I just bought, you know, the other day at Dirt Cheap, I bought all those little short trees. Somewhere in my world, after Thanksgiving, we're going to have a little tree farm. We're going to have a little tree farm. It's going to be cute. All right. Now, and I had been wanting something that said something about trees. You know, I make signs, and my daughter makes signs, and I've been thinking about having her make one, but that's as cute as anything I could have imagined. So I'm going with that. All right. They also still had books 10 for $1. So I took a minute to pick out Family Word Finders, just a big old dictionary. You know, books as risers, that's just awesome. The American Heritage College Dictionary, and it has the little, what do you call those little notched finger tabs? And it's got lots of good illustrations, and I like it, and it's good for stacking, and it's heavy, and it was 10 cents. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cents. 10 cents. Okay. Southern Living, Our Best Recipes from 1972. Very vintage, very cute. Our Best Recipes. I've got some vintage cookbooks in my kitchen that are up on a cute little shelf on top of my fridge, and that's going to join those books. All right, I can almost never pass up. You see this? You know what it actually is? Now here we go. I'm going to disregard and disrespect the jackets because I don't care about jackets too much. But I love that. And these are not as common as they used to be. I remember 20 or 30 years ago, they were everywhere in thrift stores. Now you don't see them very often. And probably the reason that one hadn't been sold yet is because it still had the jacket on it. People didn't recognize. Oh, but my little eyes saw that it was a Reader's Digest condensed book. Buddy, I saw it. Okay. And then I got, I don't know. I guess this is fiction. Rizpah. I don't know. I actually do look at the good vintage artwork here. I don't know. I really do read a lot of my books. I do like them for decor, but I also read some of them too. Probably a pretty good little bit of them I read. But if this is anything to do with history, I will have to fight my son-in-law, Will Holter, because he's a history teacher, and he now has possession, temporary possession of a beautiful little yellow book of American history. He teaches American history. So I'm letting him have it for right now, but I want it back, Will. Someday. You can have it for as long as you need it for educational purposes, but I want it back because it's beautiful, and I got it in North Carolina. It's gorgeous. Okay, almost done with this stack. Okay, just a pack of index cards, 50 cents, you know. Here's the thing. If it's something I was going to buy anyway at a store, like Walmart or CVS or wherever else I am, why wouldn't I go ahead and buy a brand new package of something for, even if it's barely cheaper than what I could buy it? This supports ministry, and it's a good thing to do. And it's convenient for me too, because I needed it anyway. So just pick it up, and that way I'm supporting the thrift store, the ministry. Okay, last thing in this big box, the Spice Cookbook. Now this jacket is pretty interesting. It looks like it has people on it from, you know, from other parts of this world. 1964 to Gwen from Somebody, Christmas 1964. It's got some recipes, but it's got stories and recipes. Let's see what it looks like without its jacket. Oh, it's the linen. You know how I love the linen. It's real pretty right there too. Okay, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to take the jacket off of this one because I like the jacket. Usually the jacket is just no appeal. Okay, that's all that I got at that thrift store. Okay, we actually, I hit 3 thrift stores today, and let's see, on the same vein of, if you were going to buy it somewhere else, just go ahead and get it where you see it. I really like the Herbal Essences conditioners, $2.98. They had a big section at the Amazon Hope thrift store. They had a big section of things that looked like it came from, you know, a pharmacy or wherever. And I really think it's a little more expensive than $2.98. But, you know, if you're a couponer, you could probably get it for like 4 cents. But I don't coupon. I have couponed before, but I find it overwhelming. And, you know, it's math. It's math. Math hurts me. So I got that just because kind of needed it anyway. Why not go ahead and get it to support your ministry? And lo and behold, what did I find? $1. It's a little bitty thing, which, you know, that actually goes further than you think. But Waverly chalk paint in the color ivory. I use this all the time. I love using this. It has a broken lid, but it's still sealed. And, you know, because I use it all the time, I have lids to replace that once I do open the seal. So it'll be fine. All right, now, this looks like it was just begging to go home with me to be in my rose room. It's very shabby. Oh, I was like, why do I even need my glasses? Well, this is why. Okay, 98 cents. Look, it's got the little embellishments. It's the best, and it's pink. And I can't tell if this is a redo I don't know if it's a redo or if it was manufactured this way. I really can't tell, but I love it so much. And it will join me here in my rose room. It will be part of my rose room forevermore. Now I know these are 98 cents each, and on Hope. This next big batch is all Amazon Hope. That pink box is Amazon Hope. These are Staffordshire, England, Swinnerton's, Silverdale. It's got a very precious little seam. They're the same. And they got some gnarly chips. Each one of them has a gnarly chip. That one. There's one right there. Several gnarly chips. And then there was a bowl, but it was even worse chipped than these. But you know what? I've told you before. If you love the look of it and you know it's very vintage and it matches things that you already like, go ahead and get it, because guess what? When you layer things up and you stage other things around it, you may not even see the chips. And you know what? I'm not blown out of my gaskets. Is that the term? I'm not torn out of my frame, and I don't blow a gasket over chips and things. It just tells me they've lived a life and they've got a story to tell. I'm okay with chips. I know you can't resell and ask full value a lot of times if there's a chip, but for decor reasons, I'm okay with chips. I'm not upset by it. Now this little beauty was 98 cents, and somewhere on it, it says pewter. Oh, I thought it did. Maybe it's aluminum. I don't know. They put the sticker right in the very center of the middle. Hey, thrift store people, stick it to the side. Look at this large area that the price tag could be, but you put it right over the marks that would tell us its place of origin and its content and what it's made of. I like it. Hey, this is within reach. I've had this a long time. I bought it from Belk. I had some kind of coupon that was going to get me like 50 or more % off. And I bought it because I love, I do a lot of bridal showers, hosting, and parties. Here I am. Sorry. I thought that looked the same. That looks like it would be a very cute little thing to use at the same time. So I will. So I really, really will. Okay. Goes back on the mountain for now. Sorry. Okay. This is a very good 98 cent little Lazy Susan. Okay, Ginger Chick Rehab, Yvonne, and who else? Other thrifters, other crafters that I watch. They say never pass up a good Lazy Susan, because you can put a board on top of it, put your object that you're going to paint, and you can just twirl it right around. I'm not sure, why would you have a Lazy Susan that's this size? If something's this small, why would it need to turn around and around so that you could get to every angle of it? Oh, maybe it had a spice rack or thing that held spice jars on it or something. I could see that. But for 98 cents, it has a really good, smooth, heavy-duty mechanism going on here. So, I now have a Lazy Susan to do my painting, if I so desire. All right. Now, these books came from Shepherd's Cove, and it's hard for me to remember because, we got up at the crack of dawn, early morning appointment, and because it had been a year since she had been to that particular doctor, they made her fill out the 74 pages of personal information all over again, told us to arrive 45 minutes earlier than her appointment time. Really? She went up to the window and she said, the only thing that's changed is my age. She said, haven't had a surgery, haven't had any other things. I said, I know, but you have to fill it out every year. I'm like, that's cruel. I hate filling that stuff out. So here she goes. She had to fill all this stuff out. So anyway, my point was, we've been up a long time. We did a lot of things. Came back to my house. Took a long, hard nap, Now I don't know why I had to say, oh, it's because I couldn't remember which store it came from. Oh, I have a low battery signal. That's terrible. Well, maybe I better just hurry it right up because I'm almost done. Okay, the enjoyment of music. Beautiful. These, I think, all books were 25 cents at Shepherd's Cove. And that's very old. I didn't look up the publisher's date. Don't know. Ooh, I was excited about this. Hymnals. Okay, now this one is not very rare. The Baptist Hymnal. I think I probably have 2 other copies in my home. And they're not very rare. It's not incredibly old or anything. So, oh, it does say 1975 edition. I was going to say, but I love to do crafts, and I think I could probably bring myself to X-Acto knife sharply cutting out a few pages of this one because it's not hard to find. Now this one also, because it's taped up, this would be another, you know, if it's already damaged. This one's even older though. Not sure how much older, but it's pretty old. And it's good. And these were only 25 cents a piece. So, oh, but look how pretty that is on the edge. You see the old edges of that. Oh, see, I won't be cutting that up. But the other one, they're not that hard to find. So I'll probably use it for crafts. Feels sacrilegious, almost like hurting a Bible. See, I wouldn't do that with a Bible. I don't know. I guess I'm old school, but I'm not going to cut up a Bible page. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing that. All right, the other little book that I found was Tales of Peter Rabbit and Jemima Puddle Duck. Read along book and CD. Okay, the graphics in this are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the CD is long gone. This was in a big old, all these books were in a container, a big wire container as big as a Volkswagen Beetle. And this was what I could find in the first, you know, 1 foot depth of that thing, because I wasn't going to the bottom of it. I didn't have it in me. Okay. Another thing from Amazon Hope. And I had seen these in here a couple of weeks ago. There are 4 of these with lids for $1.98, but it's marked C, so they were $1 a piece. So I got 4 with lids and 1 with no lid, which here's what I do with things like this. Okay, for one thing, it's the brown. It doesn't say Hull, but it looks like Hull pottery. I love it. And you know my favorite color is aqua. I love it. So I'll probably set this by my sink and keep my little stainless steel scouring things. Stuff like that. Or it could go up in my windowsill and put, you know, because when I wash dishes, I don't like to have my rings on when I wash dishes. So I put my rings and things like that too. And I guess these are actually soup for soup. Not sure what I'll do. They're just so pretty. I love the color. I love the fact that they have little lids. They're so cute. Not sure what I'll do with them. But they could be soup. I mean, if you wanted to serve French onion soup, wouldn't that be lovely in there? Okay. Now, this came from Amazon Hope, and it was $3, I think. Okay, and it's a long tunic that's long enough to be a dress, but, you know, it's long sleeve. But again, layering pieces that I can wear with a cardigan and put a scarf on and have some little thin leggings and little boots. See, that's how I roll. That's anything that feels like pajamas yet looks like it could be worn in public. That's my category. I like that. All right. This, I'm unfolding it for the first time with all of you, my friends. I assume this was somebody starting. It's machine stitched, but that looks like old-timey sewing machine stitches. I mean, I don't know why that looks old-timey to me, but it does. I believe this is a quilt top, and it's made of flour sacks that have been pieced together. I don't know if you can see all these seams on the back, But look at the pretty pattern. That's just goodness of all kinds. And where's the tag? I think I paid $2 for it. I don't know. I guess, let's see, did I pay $2? I paid $2. It's $2. Like I said, I've said before, people have different ideas of what they love and what they don't love, and they don't have to love the same things I do. But I can recognize that this is old fabric. It's not just normal fabric, and the fact that it's all jigsaw puzzled and Tetris pieced together tells me that it didn't come by the yard. It came by the sack full of self-rising or plain flour. I'm sure it probably was plain flour if it's this old. And that means something to me. I just feel like it's just worth saving. It's worth using and loving and saving. All right. Now this, I paid high dollar for this thing. I paid $5. Okay. I don't love that neon pink in there. I love every other color except the neon pink. Oh, there it is. There's the neon pink. Don't love that. But what I do love is the fact that somebody sat and crocheted all these little stitches just as neat as a pin. And it was certainly worth $5 to me. And I like it, and I have no idea in what way I will use this. Sometimes I literally use those as my throws for my couch because they're just cozy and homey, and I like them. All right, almost to the end. This was just a very useful thing, $2 from Shepherd's Cove, because I have a few lantern bases that I didn't have the chimney for. So that was a useful thing that I needed. Not too exciting, but I needed it. Okay, $1. What is this? It's got a hole. Can hang on the wall. It looks like jewelry box. It's solid wood. Well made. I don't know what I'm doing with this. But for $1, I'm either flipping it or flipping it and selling it, or flipping it and using it, because that's just adorable. $1. $1. I can see this being very cute, chalk painted and distressed and antique waxed. I think that would be cute. Okay, last up, and this was a good one. Look at this whopper of a jar. Now, it's got a tag, a clearance tag of $17 on it, and I don't recognize that tag. It almost looks like it could be from Old World Pottery or American Pottery, but I paid $3.98, and I think that this is just screaming out for some wheat stalks to be in it. I still have a couple of boxes of really awesome fall decor in my attic that I have not pulled down and used yet. But you know, it's only like the beginning of November, and I've got this whole month of November. Everything that's so far autumn decorated in my world is stuff that I have found this year. My carryover stuff is still in the attic, and I will get it down. But we have a lot of projects going on, and I'm trying to be sensible, and that's a challenge for me. But this was a great day, and like I say, sponsored by Eleanor Sue Cain. Thank you, Sue. You know I love you. Oh, and I got to tell you something. Sitting in the waiting room this morning, it's a very little old lady sitting across from us. Sue and I sitting in these chairs, and about 7 or 8 feet across from us is another little lady, and she's talking to us, and she looked at me and she looked at Sue and she said, "Are y'all sisters?" Okay, now Sue, she does look good for 84. I gotta say, she looks good for 84. But, hey, hello, I'm 54. It's like, note to self, let's fix the hair next time. Let's put some makeup on. Maybe I can improve, do a little self-improvement. But, you know, I'm just a few short months away from 55, and I will be able to legitimately get my senior discount in most places that I walk into. And that's great. I already get my senior discount in a few places. But I have to say, this stage of my life is so sweet. It is so sweet with grandbabies, and I don't know, you can't do a thing in this world about the time marching on anyway. Try to make the best of it. There's days I want to cry because it's too short. It just has gone by too quickly. But I can't do a thing about it, and the word says this life is but a vapor, and that we should put our hope in things above and whatever's next. And you better live like you believe there's going to be something next, because there is. There is. And we need to know where we're going next. But this is a good stage of life, and I'm happy where I'm planted. And even though I have had some rough days with my symptoms and my physical strength, it's been not so good lately, but it's better than it used to be. I'm having a lot less hard days than I am good days, and that's a victory. I'll tell you right now, that's a victory. So let me get to work here, putting my things away. But it's actually evening, and if I don't get to this till tomorrow, that's still okay. But I'm not going to leave it in a pile. You know, I say just say no to piles, and I mean, the reason I have this pile in here is because I completely cleaned out my bedroom, and I completely redid the Grandma Moses room, and you know, the excess stuff, while I'm deciding what I get rid of, what I put in my booth, what I keep, what I'm storing, what I'm, you know, while I'm doing all that, it has to be somewhere. I can't just, you know, it can't just disappear while you're working with it, and I am still working with it. So, you know, it's in progress, but I enjoyed doing this video in the rose room. Glad that now you get a little bit of a feeling of what my rose room is kind of like. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. Whenever you're watching this, I don't know when I'll get it edited and loaded up, but maybe sometime Friday afternoon. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm thinking. So have a blessed life. Live your best life. Go out there and find treasures for yourself and your family, and whatever's in your home that's not serving you, move it forward. Move it forward. Let it bless somebody else. Either give it away, or, you know, put it to use, list it on Facebook Marketplace. But let's don't clog our lives up with too much stuff. And I am preaching to myself right here. I am, because y'all know I love stuff. Anyway, see you next time. Thank you for watching my video. Please leave me comments. I love to respond to comments. They make my day. I love it. See y'all later.